Mic test. Mic test. Okay, we're going to get started here in just 1 second, if everyone could find a seat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dunecrest American School graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. My name is Curtis Trache, and I currently serve as the secondary school assistant principal here at Dunecrest. Please rise now and join me in welcoming the educators of Dunecrest American School into the auditorium. Please remain standing. Please remain standing and join me in now welcoming our student candidates for graduation. Give them one more big round of applause. Please remain standing for the playing of the UAE National Anthem.
القرآن
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Abdullah Obaidallah, who will recite from the Holy Quran. Upon completion of the recitation, you are kindly asked to please refrain from clapping. Abdullah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ أرفع إبراهيم القواعد من البيت وإسماعيل ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وأرنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا وابعث فيهم رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياتك ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة ويزكيهم إنك أنت العزيز الحكيم ومن يرغب عن ملة إبراهيم إلا من سفه نفسه ولقد اصطفيناه في الدنيا وإنه في الآخرة لمن الصالحين إذ قال له ربه أسلم قال أسلمت لرب العالمين آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you all for joining us here this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class. It is a pleasure to have you all in attendance with us here tonight, and welcome to those who are joining us through our online feed. It is a great pleasure that I am here as Master of Ceremonies for Dunecrest's first graduation in our new auditorium. And I wanted to take this opportunity to thank ESOL Education for their continued support to make this event and this night possible. Although I am sure many of you will miss the wonderful aroma of popcorn that used to fill the air at our previous Dunecrest graduations at IMG, we are lucky to be here this evening to celebrate this graduation and graduating class here on the Dunecrest campus. To the graduates, please enjoy this evening of celebration that you have all worked so hard for. But please remember, the actual work is only just beginning. Best of luck to you all in your future endeavors, and I hope that you all look back on your time here at Dunecrest fondly. Please also be sure to visit us often to share with us all that you have accomplished and share your amazing news. Next up, I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Jeff Smith, the Director of Dunecrest American School.
Good evening. Welcome, proud parents, teachers, educators, and most importantly, our students. This is a celebration of what you have achieved, and we wish you the best wishes for what you will succeed in over the next few decades. Now, a director's speech is normally about an hour and a half, so please relax and rest, because you're going to be here a long time. You're looking worried. So what can an approximately 35-year-old director, 30, thank you, Dylan. What can an approximately 35-year-old director say to you about my wisdom of the things I have learned throughout life and that I can impart with you before you go on your long journey? Well, I'm going to start when I was a baby for my first one. And when I was a little baby, my mother looked at me, this is a true story, and she left. And she never came back. And I grew up without my mother. My father couldn't deal with the baby, so he put me in a care home, a children's home. And I stayed in that home for 5 years. And that home and other homes and with foster parents, actually nobody can actually tell me where I lived or what I did. But I know that I went somewhere. When I was 5 years old, my father came to get me back. And you didn't have to go to the courts in those days. You just collected me. And he took me home to a new stepmother and a new family. And it didn't work. I didn't enjoy it. When I was 15 and a half years old, I left home I had a bag of clothes. I had no money. I had just the clothes. I had the bag of clothes. I had no money. And I had nowhere to go. And I was lost. But I was really excited because there was a big world out there that I could now step into, and I was answerable to nobody at that age. But also, when I was 15 and I left home, my father never gave me 1 penny for the rest of his life. And I knew 2 things. Number 1, I would have to earn every single penny I spend for the rest of my life. And number 2, that education for me was the only way forward to get out of the predicament I was in. So what I did is I had jobs. I pretended I was 18 to get jobs. I worked all over the place. When I was your age, I had 3 jobs. 1 at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, in a shop. 1 after school in a market. And 1 working at Maxwell House in Manchester, where they printed the Daily Express, the national newspaper. And I started my shift at 10 o'clock and I finished at 6 o'clock in the morning. Caught the 20 past 6 train to the school, went back to Bolton, 16 miles away, then went to school. I did that on the 3 days I had my A-level physics and maths exam. So when a student tells me they're a bit tired, I'm not that most sympathetic of people. But it taught me something. I had 2 decisions to make about where I was going to go. The first decision was I realized if I wanted money, I was going to have to work. So I did, to pay for everything. If I wanted to go on a school trip, I worked harder to be able to go on a school trip. And the second thing was I needed that education. I had to respect my teachers and do those things. So over those 3 years, it started in what is your grade 10, and it went through grade 11 and grade 12. The school only found out that I wasn't in a home environment when I was in grade 12, because one of my teachers told them. And I was embarrassed by it, but what happened was that they then got me a book allowance and a clothing allowance and gave me this money. I should have done it 3 years earlier, but I wasn't thinking straight. My point to you is that as you go through life, life is going to throw you some curveballs. And you're going to have some problems, and they can come at any stage in your life. And the 2 choices you get are these. You can either blame the bad things that happen to you or the things that don't go right, and you can use it as an excuse for failure, or you can use it as a reason for success. You can say, I need to get out of this situation, and this is what I need to do. And that's my first message to you. When things happen, don't make an excuse. Actually think about what you need to do and make it a reason for success. And I'm sure you will. My second message to you is everybody is equal. In God's eyes, everybody is born equal, and you will succeed and have a happier life if you treat everybody as equal. People will notice you doing that. Don't prejudge people. This story is about, a very quick story, is about a Cambridge PhD graduate on his way home to see his parents. And he had a puncture, flat tire, and he pulled up at the side of a leafy lane in the UK, and he got out and noticed his tire was flat, so he had to change it. I hope your parents have taught you how to change tires, by the way, for when you go away. And he had to change the wheel. So behind him, he noticed that as he was changing the tire, there was a man standing at a rail, holding the rail, rocking backwards and forwards. And he looked at the sign, and in those days, they weren't very politically correct. It was a mental asylum. And he was worried because the man looked scary, the patient looked scary. But he carried on changing his tire, but the actual car was parked on a bit of a slope. And he took the 4 nuts off, and he put them on the floor to take the wheel off, to put the spare wheel on, and the 4 nuts rolled down the curb and fell into the drain. The PhD Cambridge student couldn't think of a solution. He thought about it for some time. The man behind, the patient, kept calling him over, and he didn't want to get too near. He prejudged him. He was mad. But when he did go over towards him, not too close, he said, take 1 nut off the other 3 wheels and put them on your spare wheel, drive home safely and slowly, and in the morning, go out and buy 4 more nuts. The PhD student looked at him and said, why are you in here? You're not mad. He said, well, I am mad, but I'm not stupid. So don't judge people. Keep away, try and associate with positive people. Negative people attract each other, and positive people attract each other. You want to be one of those in that positive group. Don't give up. Keep doing the things you need to do over and over again. I spent 10 years in the military and I was parachuting. And the first parachute drop I ever did, I injured myself. The second drop I did, part of the parachute cord snapped and I landed on my Sergeant Major's car roof with size 12 boots. My next piece of advice is don't parachute onto your boss's car roof. It's not good. But I carried on, and then I went around the world doing parachute drops with the Army for 10 years. You'll make mistakes, and when you make mistakes, just carry on. And you've all heard the expression, fail your way to success. Nelson Mandela said, do not judge me by my success, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Try and use them in that proportion. Do as much listening as you do talking, especially when you're working together in teams. Say please and thank you. I sit in a garage and watch motorists ignoring the person who's just filled their car. Always say please and thank you to whoever it is. Some of you will be leaders, and it's very important you understand how a leader should be. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. Strong leaders are successful because they help other people succeed. And here's a modern one for you that I've added to my list. Put away your phone. You miss so much of life walking around the mall with it stuck in front of your face. Put it away and have a look at the world around you and connect with the people around you. You'll get so much more from life. And my last one, so it wasn't really an hour and a half. My last one is be passionate about something and follow your passion. As a school, we don't aim to mold you into the person that we want you to be. What we do is we start to unwrap what is within you. Now you need to go forth and unwrap some more and reach your destiny. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. I would like to now call up to the stage Mr. Eric Barrett, our IBDP coordinator, who will introduce our salutatorian and valedictorian recipients.
It is my honor to recognize this evening the salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2023. These students have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement during their 4 years in high school. Please welcome to the stage the Dooncrest salutatorian for the class of 2023, Ziad Al-Mahdi.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. Barrett. Good evening, parents, guardians, friends, and peers. I stand here before you today as a salutatorian of the class of 2023 of Dooncrest, and I'm deeply honored to have this opportunity to speak on behalf of our graduating class. As we gather here today, we look back on our past few years with mixed emotions. It has been an incredible journey full of success, challenges, and unforgettable memories. While today marks the end of one chapter of our lives, it also represents the beginning of our next adventure, where us eagles need to spread our wings and take off. We have learned a lot during our time at the school, and we owe our thanks to our teachers, families, friends for their unwavering support. They have challenged us, encouraged us, and helped us discover passions and strengths. They have taught us to be resilient, to preserve, and to chase our dreams relentlessly. The last few years have been especially challenging due to the onset of the global pandemic upending life as we know it. But instead of giving up, we adapted and preserved. We learned to attend classes online, communicate with each other virtually, and stay connected despite the physical distance. While we have lost time, we have also gained valuable skills and experiences that will serve us well in the future. So let us not despair for what we could not do, but be grateful for what we have done and overcome. As we move forward, we must remember that we are capable of great things. We have proven it time and time again, and now it is time for us to take our skills and passions to the next level. It is up to us to create a future that we want to see, to work hard towards our goals, and to make a positive impact on the world. Remember that success is not just about grades or accomplishments, but also about the relationships we build and the impact we have on people's lives. So let us go out there and do what we love with passion and purpose, making a difference on the lives around us. To my fellow graduates, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I hope we can stay in touch, and may we look back at our time at Dooncrest and Dubai, for those leaving Dubai, with fondness and gratitude. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage grade 11 students and year 1 IBDP candidates, Carl, Sabine, Keon, Jasmine, and Ahmed, for a special musical presentation. Thank you. Indeed, it is no longer a dream. We're welcoming you to your new reality. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome to the stage the Dunecrest valedictorian for the class of 2023, Mustafa Rafat.
Good evening, guardians, or good evening, parents, friends, guardians, and peers. Wait, this is the wrong. Okay. Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, mentors, administrators, and of course, the graduating class of 2023. We made it, a day we never thought would come, and now that it's here, I'm sorry it is, because it means leaving behind countless memories that I've shared with my best friends. I would like to share an anecdote from my English Literature and Language class, where my teacher, as well as IB coordinator Mr. Barrett, once used the term lexicon. Lexicon refers to the vocabulary which a person holds in their mind. Oftentimes, throughout the lengthy 2 years of the IB diploma program that we endured, he continuously graced us with new vocabulary and would tell us to add them to our lexicon. It did not take long for me to draw parallels between adding vocabulary to our lexicon and the wider picture that is and was our high school career. Although we will most probably not need to analyze Shakespeare's Othello in our day-to-day lives, the words and terms that we have learned are something that will resonate with us as we make small talk with strangers or even when we undergo future intellectual conversations with our soon-to-be professors. From this anecdote, I gained a clear understanding of a true takeaway from high school. Imagine our lexicons are little memory banks. Every time we learn a new word, it has more than just meaning found in a dictionary. Rather, the new word also holds memories within it. As my friends and I learn and then laugh about a word that seems far-fetched, such as juxtaposition or ubiquitous, it became more than just a word and formed into a memory. I would bring it up at a later time to make an inside joke that only we would truly understand. Although school has the primary purpose of allowing us to learn, these concepts will rarely be applied in daily life, but these memories encapsulated through words that I share with my best friends are the things I will cherish. The great part of representing memories in such a manner is that as I go off to make new friends and use the words that I learned sitting next to my best friends, I hope to feel many flashbacks of the moments I've spent with them. We have all spent long nights finishing that essay, or at least thinking and procrastinating about that essay. Furthermore, we've spent countless hours memorizing that one biology concept that we simply cannot wrap our heads around. Although hard work and dedication has contributed considerably to allowing me to deliver this very speech, I cannot go on without thanking monumental influences within my life. Although not here within the audience today, I would like to thank my mother. From the days I can remember, she raised me to be a more caring and respectful person, which in my eyes triumphs any academic achievement. I would also like to thank my father, who would continue to provide me with wisdom that aided me in any problems I was undergoing, and furthermore, would tie my tie whenever I couldn't. Additionally, I would like to thank my siblings for being supportive throughout my high school career, as well as providing me with excruciating background noise as I studied long nights. I also owe a great deal of my success to my step-parents. Thank you for providing me with a comforting home wherever I am residing. Finally, I cannot go on without thanking my best friends, Shems and Anna. I remember it as if it was yesterday when we would devour cafeteria food together and then complain about how inedible it was. Must be some sort of coping mechanism. Another honorable mention is the Starbucks that I spent countless hours in studying. I thank them for not kicking me out as I almost depleted their entire supply of coffee. In all, having a tight-knit support group that surrounds you within your most difficult times is what truly put me here on this stage tonight. Throughout my high school journey, I have learned many crucial lessons that I will carry with me throughout the rest of my life. The most unforgettable lesson that I've learned in high school is that when it comes to your aspirations, you need to go with your instincts and not follow the crowd around you, doing specifically what conforms to your strengths. In my chemistry class, we are required to take on another option topic after completing the core syllabus. While our class as a whole chose one option, my friend Shems and I realized it wasn't for us, and we chose the option that is stereotypically harder for most. Although for most this option is considered hard, we breezed through it and every topic clicked with us. I remember the excitement in our eyes as we wrote our final words on the exam and felt confident walking in and out of the exam room. This goes to show the importance of utilizing your strengths and doing what's best for yourself whenever it comes to your academics. Another lesson that I've gained in high school is that who you surround yourself with impacts who you are. In the beginning of my high school career, the people I spent my time with didn't have the same intentions as me academically, and this reflected through my grades, personality, and even my humor. Year 1 of IB, I started to become friends with Shems and soon after Anna. Since this, my grades started to rise, I experienced an extreme shift to my personality, and I ended up valedictorian, so win-win, right? Regardless, the point is that your personal success is not feasible if you are not surrounded by the people who bring out the best in you. As a whole, class of 2023 has had many memorable accomplishments that benefited the school and made us better people in the process. Some of these accomplishments include the Student Council creating a senior lounge, with the help of the 11th graders, the first homecoming and prom in Dunecrest history, and many other successful school events. All these accomplishments were carried out despite being put in the face of adversity. We persevered through our first and what was hopefully our last pandemic. The perseverance shown displays how when the odds are stacked against us, we as a class are able to come out stronger. That is how I can say confidently that the people on the stage tonight will go to amazing places and be able to take any challenges our future lives may give us. I want to take my father's role and leave the class of 2023 with some final words of wisdom or encouragement. We've had many firsts throughout our high school careers: first day of high school, first prom, first time taking advanced classes, first presentations, and the list goes on. The point of starting this infinite list of firsts is that regardless of the many new things we had to take on these 4 years, we still made it here to the stage, which illustrates that there's nothing to be scared of as we soon embark on our journeys and take on a whole new world of firsts. Although you don't need it, I wish the best of luck to the rest of the class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Mustafa. Next up, please welcome to the podium Regional Director of ESOL Education, Mr. Bassam Abu Shakra.
Good evening, everybody. Honored guests, parents, colleagues, and dear graduates. Good evening. I know this is a very, very special evening for everybody here, and graduates, as happy as you might be, I guarantee you your parents, your families, and your teachers are even more happy and proud of you and what tonight symbolizes. So congratulations to you on completing your high school diploma here at Dunecrest. Close to 600 kids will be graduating from our network of schools, and I personally will be speaking at 4 graduations. But this is my highlight tonight, as this school is very, very dear to my heart. I spend a lot of my time here. Many of my colleagues here, including Mr. Smith, Mr. Carter, Mr. Trottier, I've worked with for over 10 years. My own children attend this school, and I've gotten to know some of you, and some of you I've known for much longer as they'd attended our previous schools here in Dubai. It is 18 years ago that I opened with a team our first school in Dubai, and I was just thinking about the change that we've seen here in Dubai over the last 18 years. And as we all know, it is just mind-blowing. The growth, the development, and the ongoing change is something that really makes this a special, special city. I remember talking to somebody at a conference, and this person told me, you know, this is because Dubai has oil. Anybody who has oil can do this. And I told this person, Dubai doesn't have oil. Dubai has vision, which is something lacking in a lot of places these days. It is this vision set by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Prime Minister of the UAE, ruler of Dubai. And then the example he sets through work ethic, through learning from mistakes, through not being scared of failing, through humility, through dignity, and through optimism that has made this place what it is. And a lot of you I know will be returning to Dubai or even staying in Dubai for your education. So you have big shoes to fill, and we're all counting on you. Many challenges are out there currently. There's large-scale wars, there is food shortages, we just emerged from a pandemic that killed over 1 million people, and there are many others that we still don't know. But we hope the education you've received here tonight, this year, and what we're celebrating tonight, has given you the skill set you need to succeed in this ever-changing world. I'm curious to see the reaction to my speech, as this was actually GPT. Actually, it wasn't, but I mean, just think of that. 6 months ago, I don't think anybody's heard of ChatGPT, and now everybody's terrified of it, how it's going to change industries, how it's going to change work, how it's going to change mankind. So, and again, this is just over the last 6 months, but you got to be adaptive. You got to learn to embrace these challenges and use it for and try to get the good out of this ChatGPT and not be scared of what a lot of us older people fear it represents, that making our jobs obsolete or something like that. But I don't mean to scare you, but there's a lot of challenges ahead, but it is you that we count on and we know have the skill set to all succeed here. I've been speaking at graduations for many years, and some of the things I've seen, and I think Mustafa mentioned in his speech, he said, I'm going to be leaving some of my best friends. And one thing I've promised graduating classes many times over the years, that for the vast majority of you, your best friends the rest of your lives are sitting right next to you or behind you, but they're in here tonight. So please stay in touch with each other, stay in touch with your school. Congratulations to you. May God bless you, and Mabruk, congratulations.
Thank you, Bassam. Dunecrest American School opened its doors in August 2018, and the class of 2023 is the third graduating class. On behalf of ESOL Education and the secondary school leadership team, I would like to honor those students who have been enrolled at Dunecrest since its inception. Graduates, please stand. Would the students who joined Dunecrest in the 2022-2023 school year please have a seat? Would the students who joined Dunecrest in the 2021-2022 school year as grade 11 students please have a seat? Would the students who joined Dunecrest in the 2020-2021 school year as grade 10 students please have a seat? Would the students who joined Dunecrest in the 2019-2020 school year as grade 9 students please have a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, the students still standing are the graduates who have been enrolled at Dunecrest since its founding year. Please join me in recognizing Omar Ayed, Abdulaziz Al-Gergawi, Josh Guzman, Connor Klein, and Mahmoud Morsi. Please have a seat. Next up, we have this evening's commencement speaker, who was chosen by the graduates of the class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage high school English teacher, CAS coordinator, and all-around amazing individual, Miss Susan Noor.
I made it onto the stage, so good start. Okay. Good evening, parents, colleagues, and graduates of the class of 23. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to stand before you today as we celebrate this milestone in your lives. As Shakespeare once said, no, I'm joking. You've had enough of Shakespeare this year. I won't inflict him on you again now. Throughout my time as your English teacher or CAS coordinator, I have witnessed your journey of struggle, growth, and triumph. For those of you I've taught since grade 10, thanks to COVID restrictions and the growth of your class, we have shared a very literal journey from room 3024 to the ESOL offices and finally to the MPR, and all the upheaval that came with those moves. Since then, I've witnessed all of you navigate your adjustment to the new normal of a post-pandemic world, undertake the challenge of IB and AP classes, grapple with the departure of beloved educators and friends, and turn a blind eye when nearly all the boys in the grade shaved their heads for no reason that we can understand. Through it all, you have demonstrated a great deal of resilience and humor, and you have given me many cherished memories. From heated debates to compelling Socratic seminars and play adaptations that ranged from the ridiculous to the thoughtful, from rousing rounds of taboo to entertaining short stories to lyrical poems about food, from questions as to whether or not attending the concert of an aging rock band counts as service for CAS, or to that time that Almar led the English class in an impromptu rendition of I Want It That Way. I have had so much fun with this class and have learned some valuable lessons along the way. I hope you have learned a thing or two from me as well, whether in the classroom or during one of my rambling story times over the years. In any case, please indulge me as I ask you to use your historical lens one last time as I try to sum up a few life lessons I wish I had understood with conviction when I graduated high school back in the late 1900s. Always strive to leave every situation the same as or better than you found it. Even the smallest acts of kindness or consideration can have a profound impact on the people around you. Whether it's checking in on a friend or colleague or going above and beyond to help someone in need, these simple actions reflect your character and contribute to a more compassionate world. Approach life with an open mind and an open spirit. It is easy to succumb to negativity or try to shield yourselves from potential challenges and hurt. But here's the truth. Difficulties and pain are an inherent part of the human experience. No matter how high we build our walls or how strongly we hold on to our established views, life will find a way to test us. So why not embrace the present moment, draw joy from it, and create brighter memories that remind us of what once was and what can be again. Mistakes are inevitable, and you will undoubtedly make them throughout your journey. Some may be greater than others, but what truly matters is how you handle them. Be accountable, apologize, do better, and move on. Let your mistakes shape you into a better version of yourself, but don't give regret the power to hold you back. Each and every one of you possesses something beautiful and extraordinary within you. Some of you have already discovered what that is, those passions and talents that set you apart, while others are still in the path of self-discovery, and that is perfectly okay. But I hope you will always remember, never again in the vast course of human history will the exact combination of your DNA, life experiences, and stardust that make you who you are exist again. Embrace your individuality, be true to yourself, and try not to let fear, uncertainty, or self-doubt hinder you from sharing your unique gifts with the world. There will be times when things will fall apart, times when you will not succeed, but those trying times will make you better if you let them. And speaking of success, you must come up with your own idea of what success means. For some of you, it will be about gaining wealth or prestige, and for others, it will be about building a community of family, friends, ease, and satisfaction, or some combination thereof. Whatever definition of success you decide on, make sure it is your own and not what you think others want or expect of you. While high school is an important phase, and while the experiences you've had here will certainly have some impact on the rest of your life, there is still a great deal of life to come. Who you are now will change, and the next phase is a chance to make a fresh start while taking with you the lessons you have learned here, both in and out of the classroom. No matter what, I hope you will embrace every opportunity presented to you to learn and grow throughout your life. And to use a favorite phrase of Miss Hills, who I know wishes she could be here tonight, may you always slay. In closing, I want to acknowledge the parents for the role you have played in getting our graduates to where they are today. Your children have truly been a pleasure to get to know, and I hope that you will send them off into their futures with the knowledge and belief that they will be able to navigate whatever comes their way. Finally, I want to express my gratitude to all of you, the graduates, for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Please know, whether you want to share your successes or you need a friendly ear to listen, that I am always just a message away. I am proud of each and every one of you, and I look forward to hearing about all the great things you accomplished.
Thank you, Ms. Noor. Next up, I would like to call to the stage the secondary principal, Mr. Dylan Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Trache. Mr. Abu Shakra and Mr. Smith, as high school principal of Dunecrest American School, I certify that the candidates for graduation of the class of 2023 have met the requirements set forth by the Dunecrest Board of Directors, the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools, the International Baccalaureate Organization, and the Knowledge and Human Development Authority of Dubai. Students, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the graduates of the class of 2023. Students in the back row, you will be seated. Students in the front row, please exit the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the High School Counselor of Dunecrest American School, Ms. Zaina Mugani, who will present the class of 2023.
Planning to study politics at the University of Leeds in the United Kingdom, Karma Abdel Fattah. Studying business administration at the American University in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, Omar Ayad. Attending the National Military Service and planning to pursue his studies in computer science and artificial intelligence at Emirates Aviation University in the United Arab Emirates, Abdulaziz Al-Gargawi. Studying mechanical engineering at the American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Muad Al-Zaroni. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and planning to study business administration at the BI Norwegian Business School in Norway, Jonas Anderson. Studying business administration at EU Business School in Spain, Khalid Ben Turki. I'm going to ask you guys to swap. I'm going to reshuffle for a sec. Can we have Noor back?
Okay, no.
Studying interior design at Zayed University in the United Arab Emirates, Noor Bahlouk. Studying business administration at EU Business School in Spain, Khalid Ben Turki. Studying leisure and tourism management at EU Business School in Spain, Ryan Bokelman. Studying international business at Baylor University in the United States of America and graduating with honors, Ziad Al-Mahdi. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and planning to study computer science in Canada, Arash Gholamian. Planning to study aviation general at Tulsa Technology Center in the United States of America, Joshua Guzman. Back row, please stand. Studying business administration at EU Business School in Spain, Eduardo Hamid. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying biology at the American University of Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates, Shams Jabouri. Studying mechanical engineering at Concordia University in Canada, Connor Klein. Planning to study hospitality management at the Emirates Academy for Hospitality Management in the United Arab Emirates, Sophie Mahmoud. Studying nutrition at McGill University in Canada and graduating with honors, Stephanie Matalani. a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying aerospace engineering at Carleton University in Canada, Mahmoud Morsi. Studying psychology and health sciences at the University of Toronto in Canada and graduating with honors, Noha Maulana. Attending the National Military Service and planning to study aeronautics science at Khalifa bin Zayed Air College at the UAE Air Force, Abdullah Ubaidullah. Studying commerce at the University of Toronto in Canada and graduating with honors, Natalia Kirby. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, a member of the National Honor Society, graduating with honors and studying pre-medicine at Pennsylvania State University in the United States of America, Mustafa Rafat. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and studying international business at University of Leeds in the United Kingdom, Ana Beatriz Salas Salomao. Studying business administration at the University of Tampa in the United States of America, Sayed Hussein Shiko. Back row, please sit. Please welcome back to the stage the Dunecrest Secondary School Principal, Mr. Dylan Carter.
Students, please rise. For over a century, turning of the tassels has symbolized the ending of one chapter in the Book of Educational Progress and the opening of the next chapter. Dunecrest American School, Class of 2023. Please turn your tassels in a symbolic gesture of the completion of your high school career. By the power vested in me by the Director of Dunecrest American School, Mr. Jeff Smith, I hereby confirm your graduation this 7th day of June 2023 here at Dunecrest American School. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put it together one more time. I present to you the graduates of the class of 2023. Real quickly, thank you, parents, for trusting us with the education of your children and supporting them along this journey. Thank you to our entire staff, especially the educators who have taught these wonderful students for guiding them towards this graduation. And thank you, graduates, for your efforts over the course of your high school career. We wish you all the best in your future. The graduates will now recess out into the main reception area. Once they have left the stage, families, you can please join them for some pictures and for some celebration. Thank you very much.